Understanding the broken heart syndrome. When the person around whom you had dreamt your life and the relationship that you value the most comes to an end, the clock stops ticking. The wind stops blowing before you shatter into pieces. The heart breaks. What does a breakup feel like losing a part of you? As we bond with a person, especially invest our emotions romantically, what we do actually start forming interdependent habit systems. We share our space and a part of our brain with the other person. That's why we end up becoming partners and call the other person better half. Our sense of self gets blended with the love of our life, and we form a shared identity, lacking individuality. Therefore, deciding to let go can become a tumultuous journey for one. It feels like the death of the closest person, except they are alive and thriving, but still, due to differences or unavoidable circumstances, the relationship has to come to an end. How does our brain process heartbreak? While our heart is wreathing in its wound, our brain has a slow process of recouping. Breaking up or being broken up is not easy. Either way, the brain processes this event as grief. And there are 5 stages that the brain has to process grief. Denial. It is the first step to healing. Any new information, especially negatively impacting ones, takes time for us to register and accept, as it is a hard reality. In this phase, it is common for you to either completely negate the existing situation or expect the other to come back to you, since you believe that you shared mutual feelings. The denial phase can last from days to months or even years. It is the hardest, and therefore, a good time to turn to family, friends, or a therapist for support, as they can make the process easier by providing emotional support while at the same time keeping you to reality. Anger. We all as adults have a child within us who wants what it wants, our raw desires, and when not given, it may throw a fit. Our conscious minds have to play the adult role and control ourselves. We often resent the person who causes us pain. In this case, it has to be our better half. It is the time when we need someone to pat our heads and stop us from making rash decisions. Our vivid and strong emotions in this phase can be directed toward doing something creative or into our hobbies. It helps us express our feelings while also diverting our brain from the monotonous emotion of pain that we have constantly been feeling. Bargaining. It is a phase of partial return, as one wants to restore or re-experience the same feelings in a composed manner with the same person or even with someone else. Moving on to a new romantic venture in this phase can only cause further distress to you and the new person you decide to be involved with. Fixating this phase is quite common as we seek the past while we are aware that it can only cause harm. Thus, it is a good time to refocus on working on yourself by allowing yourself to feel all the feelings but also stay headstrong. Depression. It is a state of extreme sadness and loneliness. You might want to detach from the world and stay in your shell as reality finally starts settling in. It is the most trying time in the entire healing process, but it is for sure the final league of pain. Depression can be a long-lasting phase. Therefore, seeking therapy can come as a peaceful relief. Self-work and doing physical activities can be a good solution, as exercising releases endorphins, the happy hormones. Acceptance. After a great ordeal of pain and suffering comes the bittersweet time of acceptance. You finally accept your circumstances and see beyond the relationship. You try and put the pieces back in order. Closure or no closure, you finally prioritize yourself and your well-being. It is always advisable to give the broken heart some time to heal. Although it might not be as serious as a heart attack yet, it is, after all, a broken heart that you once loved so dearly. Thank you for watching the video. Please like, share, and let us know your thoughts in comments box.